Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day today. It's Friday, it's the end of the week, and we're wrapping up Q4 here. Just wanted to share with you some thoughts of some things that you might want to be doing right now as you're preparing for the new year. So this stuff is going to be pretty important for you to kind of get into your Pinterest account, look around, see what's going on, and start thinking about what you can do to really build up your presence on Pinterest stronger. And so the first thing that you need to do is update your profile picture. So you really need to have your profile picture on Pinterest be yourself. If you are a guy, you might want to consider adding in your family members in your picture, or a friend, or someone, because Pinterest still has a lot of females over there. And the statistics have shown that by including your loved one or children in your Pinterest profile, if you're a guy, it does make it a little bit more female friendly. So updating your profile picture, if you are a guy, to include family members, children, kids, your wife, that really is going to help. And you're going to get a lot more followers and people who are going to interact with you on Pinterest. Make sure that when you do use a picture of yourself, it's a headshot and then it matches across your other social media platforms. I would consider doing that so that you've got some consistency. And that's going to help you in the long run because I can identify very easily who you are, and you're trying to build a relationship with people across many different social media platforms when you're doing your marketing for your business. So make sure that your headshot matches all of your other social media profiles so that you have a nice, consistent look to it. Okay, the color in your picture does matter. Color really matters on Pinterest for sure, and as I'm sure that's true for all social media and anything online as well. So try not to use a picture of yourself in your profile that is black and white. Do use full color if you can in your picture. Now, the only exception to this would be if you're a very large company and your brand is now very well known. If you were to ask somebody, in general, if they know your brand, they do recognize it. That's when a profile picture is not going to work. You really need to have a picture of your brand that you're going to use in your profile picture. So that's the one exception to the rule. So for example, if you're on Pinterest and you look up Walmart, they don't have a picture of a person as their profile picture. What they have is their brand, their logo for Walmart. Same is true for Target. Same is true for many of the big brand names that you already know and can think of. But for you, your brand is not well known yet. So include a picture of yourself instead of your logo as your profile picture. And the reason for this is because people interact with people. So if nobody knows what your brand is quite yet, and don't worry, they will in time, they will want to interact with you because you're a human being. That's just, they want to get to know you. They want to know who you are. And especially if you're pinning some really great stuff, they're going to start following you and start repinning some of the things that you are collecting and into your boards. So definitely think about displaying yourself as part of the brand. When your brand gets big enough and it's really more than just one person or two people, and you've got a huge team behind you, then you probably just need to go to a logo for your business. All right, the next thing is your profile description, okay? So consider going and updating your profile description. It needs to say who you are and what you do, okay? If you are selling a certain type of products, you might want to include that. If you specialize in a certain area, include that. If you provide services for people, that is very specific services, you might want to include that. Whatever it is that talks about who you are and what you do, make sure that that is in your description. You also want to find keywords on Pinterest. Find keywords that people are already using on Pinterest and use that in your profile description. Okay, so they need to know, who are you? What do you do? What do you have to offer? I also like to include some kind of link to a website or your landing page. If you're building an email list, I like to include that in the profile description as well, if possible. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I would, if you're really serious about building a business, I definitely would do this. So there's not a lot of room in the profile description, so you've really got to think about how can I do this and do this well, and go find your keywords on Pinterest, get them incorporated right into your profile description. That's how you're going to get people to find you. So when they are doing a search on Pinterest for something, and let's say you are selling some products that are related to a niche area, a specific niche area. I'm trying to think of an example off the top of my head, and it's kind of escaping me in the moment. Let's say you specialize in soccer and you sell a lot of soccer equipment. You want to say that in your Pinterest description with your profile description in Pinterest, but talk about that in a way that uses the keywords that you can find about soccer. So you might want to look up soccer and see what other keywords come up in Pinterest, and that's what you're going to use in your profile description. So when an average user of Pinterest searches on Pinterest and they type in the keyword that you're using that is most likely searched for the majority of the time, your profile will actually pop up. So they may just want to go straight to your profile. If not, they might see one of your boards pop up, but that's how you can be found a lot easier on Pinterest, is if you do your profile description. Hi, Mary, how's it going? Hopefully you're not getting too tired from Q4. We're all kind of lagging behind here a little bit from everything that's going on. Okay, so that's your profile description. Let's go on and talk about the showcase. You may not know this, but you have an area in your profile that includes a showcase area, and you can showcase up to 5 boards. So choose 5 of your best boards. You could even choose some of your boards in your showcase area to be seasonal, but where you go to update that is in your settings. So if you go into your settings area and go to showcase, that's where you can click the edit button and you can update your boards that you're going to display in your showcase. So the next holiday coming up is Valentine's Day. So after Christmas, I would probably want to switch out my Christmas board in the showcase for a Valentine's Day board so that you can see the very next seasonal holiday coming up. And you might want to include a seasonal board in that showcase and just keep switching it out for every season, every time that you create a seasonal board or a trend board, which we talked about, I think, last time in the last video. So if you didn't catch that, you can catch it on the Facebook fan page for Pin Traffic Power, and you can see all of the past lives that done so far. You can also go to the YouTube, and they're uploaded there, and you can subscribe on YouTube and get all of the updates there as well very, very easily. Go back and watch some of the last videos to help you. So in your showcase, I would include the boards that are performing well for you, and make sure that they're boards that have your products in them so they can see at a quick glance what you are about. That would make it a lot easier for your followers. So if they do land on your profile page, they're going to see this really nice showcase that's going to look very impressive, and they're more likely to follow you. Now, not as many people click through to a profile to actually look at the profile. But if you notice that someone started following you and you are considering following them back, what I always do is I go look at their profile. I want to see how many followers they have, what do their boards look like, what does their profile look like, and that actually helps me make a decision on whether or not I want to follow that person. That's part of it. I want to see what their pins look like, because I'm only going to follow people who are making really excellent pins, really, really good pins, and they have a lot of great information to share. And that's the people that I want to follow, because I want to share their information. Their information is very high quality content, And by doing so, that is going to help me as well. So I do look at the profiles of people on Pinterest to make a decision. Not everybody does, but that's just telling you that people are going to go and look at your profile. So that's why these things are very, very important. They need to find you, first of all, and then in the showcase, that's kind of looking at all of your top 5 boards at a quick glance. They don't even have to scroll down the page on Pinterest because it's above the fold. So if you're familiar with website pages, above the fold means it's in the area where you don't have to scroll down. Okay, so it's the top area all the way to the bottom area of a computer screen without having to scroll down the page. Anything above the fold on your website, social media, wherever it is considered high real estate property. That's where your best stuff needs to go, is anything above the fold. So your showcase on your profile is above the fold, and what's cool about that is they can see your top 5 boards in 5 seconds at a quick glance. They don't even have to scroll down to look at all of your boards. So that's why the showcase is really kind of a neat feature, because you can show people what you're about and your best stuff without them having to scroll down any further on your profile. You get your best stuff in front of people very quickly that way. So a lot of you are probably not even using the showcase area. If you go in and enable that right now and edit it, it's going to make a big difference. So show your top 5 boards, highlight them to people, and make sure that you've got some boards in there in your showcase that highlight your products. You can include a seasonal board if you want to, but definitely use that area. Okay, so the areas that we talked about was the profile, updating your profile picture, especially these are tips that you could do for the new year. Updating your profile description, making sure you get some good keywords in your profile description that you found on Pinterest. And then, of course, editing your showcase. You want to make sure that you edit your showcase periodically anyways, all throughout the year. But if you've kind of forgotten about it, definitely go in and do that now. And if you've never edited your showcase, in other words, you don't have the showcase even running on your profile, go and do that now. It's going to make a big, big difference for you. It's going to make your profile really pop out and look awesome, so that whenever people come to see you on Pinterest, they can see what you're about very, very quickly. And it's going to look very impressive. So my feeling and thought is they're more likely to follow you if you are showing and highlighting your best stuff in your showcase. That's how you can build more followers and get more traction there. Okay. So anyways, those are the 3 things that you can take action on right now. And we'll keep doing this. Next week, I'll show you a few more things that you could do, but those are 3 that you could do right now and get it done. Next week, I'll give you 2 or 3 more of things that you can do to help boost your entire Pinterest presence big, so that you can get yourself prepared for the new year. So have a great weekend, and we'll be talking again soon.